So we're working on the interior walls for the second floor today. However, we hadn't put down our second layer of subfloor, so the first thing we had to do is put that down. The reason we waited is because with our first layer of subfloor, we put both layers down on the first floor before we put the walls on, and then they just got pretty much wrecked because of all the snow and rain we got. So we wanted to keep this second layer out of the elements as long as possible. It doesn't really affect how the floor is going to perform. It's going to still make it a lot stiffer, but now we just have to cut it so that they're inside the exterior walls, which isn't a big deal. We laid out and built the interior walls for the second floor the same way we've been building every other wall in this house. Studs 2 foot on center, and then since it's an interior wall that's not really going to be load bearing, we used 2x4s for it. Chelsea held the wall plumb while I nailed it in, and then eventually we're going to go back and add all those blocking for the sheetrock. And what we're going to do is shim behind it because there's a little bit of a space some places, so we'll shim between the wall and that sheetrock blocking, and then put screws in instead of nails. And then what I'm going to do is end up putting a 4x8 sheet of 1/2 inch plywood in the center of that wall for a little bit of shear and make the two exterior walls a little more stable. Now that we got that first wall done, which is going to be the wall for the bathroom and the closet that has the doors in it, we're going to work on the partition wall between the bathroom and the closet. That's not right. What's not right? That's where the door is. Okay, yesterday me and Chelsea started framing the interior walls for the second floor, finished doing the doors for the interior walls up here. I have one more little wall to add in the back of the bathroom for the toilet, and then I've got, I think that's it. Hopefully I might be able to start on the rafters that are going to come off, because even though we have a raked roof, we're going to use rafters. We're going to put a deck on there. We're going to use it for storage. And then, yeah, that's going to be it, I think. So, yeah, let's get going. So this wall for the toilet is 3 feet long. It's going to serve as a partition between the shower and the toilet. That way you have a little bit of privacy, and we have a third wall for our shower. So it's just like an alcove shower. I'm gonna give you a real quick tour. You're gonna walk in the bathroom through a normal door. In front of you in this area right here, you're gonna have a shower against this wall, and then back to this wall over here, which is the closet wall. On the other side from the shower, next to the door, you're gonna have our double vanities. So you're gonna have sinks right here, and then through this, behind this little wall, and that makes it look really tight, you're gonna have a toilet. And then this window right here that we're gonna cut out hopefully today, we'll miss that wall, and you'll be able to see this window all the way through, so it'll let light in all the way through the bathroom, which will be nice. So the rafters extend from basically the exterior wall to past the interior wall. I needed them to go all the way to the sheathing on the exterior wall, and then I wanted them to stick out a little past that interior wall, that way I could cut them all off flush when I got the chance. What I'm doing is I'm putting each one up, setting it on top of that interior wall that I know is 8 foot tall, and then I'm using a level to make sure I get it at the right height, putting one nail in it to tack it in place, and then I'm going to go back in and add a bunch of structural screws to keep it attached to that stud. As I'm sure you noticed when we put up that first interior wall we did, it didn't have any doorways framed out completely, so I went back later and I framed the doorways out, adding the jack studs and those two headers. They're not really headers because it's not load bearing, but I did put two 2x4s on it, and then I do have a little cripple right under where one of those rafters goes, just because. I went back later and also blocked in between all those rafters, that way they don't roll on you as you're walking on it. And then as you can see, those black little dots are the structural screws. Each one of those screws replaces a 3/8 inch lag bolt, and they go almost all the way through those studs, so they have plenty of bearing on there. And as a plus, it's going to be way easier for us to put on our rafters now, and we have a fantastic view off of that little thing until we get the roof on. I do have one more wall to do downstairs. This is going to be the closet in that little bedroom that we have downstairs. The first wall I'm making is the side for the closet, because I wasn't sure how wide we wanted to make the closet. Originally, we just wanted to make it a small little closet and not encompass that crawl space access. But when I looked at it, it really needed to be bigger and definitely encompass that crawl space access. It started like hailing for a second. So I'm glad I'm working on the bottom floor now. But I just finished the closet. I'm gonna put another header, another 2x6, and then I'll put some like top cripples up there. But that's gonna be it. Our crawl space access will be inside the closet. Originally we were gonna have the closet go till there, but looking at it, that was just so small, and you really just didn't even have any of this space anymore anyways. So now you'll walk in, you'll have the big 4-foot barn door we talked about, be able to get all that light in, and then you'll have a closet, just open space, plenty of space for a bed. Not the biggest bedroom in the world, but I don't know how to make sure it's square. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think in the next video we're going to end up doing all the framing for the roof, and then we're going to have a 2 or 3 week break where we're not doing much because it's going to be raining and we're going to be out of town and stuff. So hopefully we can get a couple videos out during that. And make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And you're always welcome to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you and answer your questions.